Have you ever been walking around on a boring day and just decided to bake something? These ghost white chocolate truffle cake balls are easy and super cute to make. The ingredients you need would be one baked cake, so I'll show you how to bake the cake, and one package of this candy chocolate coating and a thing of frosting. Okay, so to bake the cake you need a cake pan, which is over there, and also half a cup of oil and 1 1/4 cup water. So you pour the cake mix into a bowl. And go ahead and add the water and oil. Also, you need 3 eggs that you should mix in a separate bowl, so then if you get a bad egg, it won't be in the mixture. Make sure you don't have any eggshells in the eggs, because then you get a bite into an eggshell and that's delicious all the time. I've got one in there. Make sure you wash your hands first, because if you end up digging in it, it's going to be disgusting. Okay, got all that. Now, okay, mix up the eggs so then the egg yolks and the egg whites get mixed together and aren't separated. And we didn't have any bad eggs, so that's good. And then go ahead and dump the eggs into the cake mix. And then stir the cake mix all together so it gets all nice and cakey, smooth, because if you don't stir it until it's smooth, then it'll look like this, and then when you bake it, it'll be really disgusting. Okay. You also want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. This looks kind of gross, but that's okay, because after it's baked, it'll taste delicious. Unless you did something wrong, or if you burn it, or if you forget the butter. This one doesn't call for butter, because we had oil instead, so. I don't know why it matters, it's all the same stuff, just different flavors, but whatever. It's even the same brand. Now that we have that all mixed up nice, we gotta put it in the pan, which is over here. And you'll want to grease the pan so your cake doesn't stick to it. Okay, so now that we have the greased pan, which you want to grease the bottom part and the sides, you get to pour the mixture into the pan. And then you want to make sure that you get all of the batter, because otherwise your brother or sister, whoever's going to get a really nice treat, and you don't want that. Unless if you do, if you're a nice brother or sister. Okay. This bowl is really heavy. It'd probably make more sense to use a spatula to do this before. And, yep, set it on the table. Oh, now this is working much nicer. Yeah. And we got almost all of it here. Almost, kind of. And I'm just gonna say good enough. And then spread it evenly around the pan so it's not like a really tall cake in some places and then a really short cake in some places. And then, now that our oven is preheated and ready to get stuff put in it, open up the oven and set it in the oven. Okay, now that we've got the cake baked and out of the oven and it's not hot but it's still warm, we're gonna break it up. So just breaking the cake up. And try not to make a mess like I did. And then we're gonna add all of this frosting, which is just chocolate frosting. You can use any flavor really, but I like chocolate. And put it in the cake, the crushed up cake. And then go ahead and mix it all together. Oh boy. Okay, so now that we've stirred up the cake and frosting mixture, we get to chill it in the refrigerator for about half an hour. Okay, now that we've got the mixture chilled, we can take either an ice cream scoop or a normal spoon, depending on how big you want the balls to be, and just scoop the mixture up with the spoon. And then if you have wet hands, it helps get your hands not to stick to the stuff. And then just form them into these nice balls and then set them into little things. I used cupcake tins, not really tins, skins. And then just do that for all of them. And then you're going to want to chill them on a tray or on a plate for about 40 minutes again. Okay, now that we have the balls chilled, I just used this white chocolate baking bar and I melted it. It says to use candy chocolate coating, but it's basically the same thing. So I just melted it in the microwave for a minute, and it just needs to be melted until it's smooth. And if you want it less dense, then you can add Crisco to it, 1 tablespoon at a time. But don't add oil, butter, or cream to it because then it gets really soupy. So I'm just going to take one of the balls here and put the white chocolate over it because it'll look like a ghost then. And then set it back in the tin. And then we can add faces to it. This one's already done. Ooh. To make it look more like a ghost. And I just use this black frosting gel. And you just dot the eyes on it. And then draw a circle for the mouth. And then it looks scary. Okay. So the cost to make these is about $7, $2 for the cake mix, about $2.50 for these baking chocolate bars, and about $2.50 for the frosting that we added to the cake. You can also use this white stuff. You can put it over strawberries and then put faces on it to make them look scared because the stems of the strawberries go up, so it looks like the hair is standing up on the face. And then you can also put it on pretzels. Just dip the pretzel sticks into here and then draw a face on it, and it looks pretty cool. You could also use like orange, like put red and yellow food coloring in here to make orange chocolate, and then you can make it look like a jack-o'-lantern. Okay, so next time you're walking around your house and being bored, Just go ahead and make these easy ghost or any other design white chocolate cake balls. They're adorable.